What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Smoking and Grilling with me, AB. But today, you done already seen that thumbnail, you done looked at that picture, your mouth got to watering, you clicked on that button, and now you're here. Today, I'm getting ready to show you guys just how easy it is to make. You know what, we just finna make a dirty rice. Keep it real simple. Hey, and saying that, let's just go over these ingredients right now, let's make it happen. All right, so look, we're gonna start off, look, I got some long grain rice, right? This is what you're gonna need that. And this right here, this is my Creole seasoning. You know what? And if you've been watching me for a minute, you know I rave about this Creole kick. This is a must-have, folks. I use it in everything. Now, you can use Creole, Cajun, or whatever, but this right here is my weapon of choice today. All right? We got garlic cloves, bay leaves, and then let's talk about this sausage right here. You can see right here it says Italian sausage, right? Mild. It's up to you what you guys, what you guys want to use. For me, this is what I'm using today. Or you can take an andouille sausage, you can cut them out, and like you get all of the sausage out of the casing, and then go ahead and fry it from there. Now, here we go. Now we talking about dirty rice, so we talking Creole / Cajun, right? So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and just put this right here and let you guys tell me what you think about that right there. This is a must-have when you're doing, if you ask me, if you're doing anything Cajun and Creole. Now, you see celery, green, red bell pepper, and then we're gonna use that yellow onion because we want something sweet, right? Always got my salt and pepper. I use kosher salt. I like to, grind my pepper. I got parsley here for some garnish. And then I got my infused olive oil right here. This right here is just garlic infused. I'm gonna be using that today. Now, over here, look, we got chicken broth. You're gonna need some of this. I'm gonna show you how to put all this together. Hey, look, it's enough talking. Oh, and before I forget, because I love to say, yeah, W sauce. This is it right here. Let's make it happen. Okay, so you see what I'm making mine in. I'm using my cast iron skillet, right? This is the 12-inch cast iron skillet with the lid. This is not the lid that came with it. You know what I mean? This is one of those Cuisinarts lids for another pan that I have, but this is what I'm gonna be using today, right? So this is already coming up to heat. I'm gonna go ahead and open up, my sausage. And what we wanna do is we wanna brown this until we don't see any pink. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a little start with just a little bit of my olive oil, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and just add my sausage, peel this off. Now, look, I'm not gonna touch it, and don't forget, this is an induction top, right? So the heating element is right here in the center. I want this to crust over. So I'm not gonna beat it, break it up or nothing like that. We're gonna let it form a crust, then I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna let it form a crust on the other side, and then I'm gonna break it up. Okay, so now that we got the, our sausage in the pan, let's go ahead and let's just start, prepping our bell peppers, right? Okay, so now I'm gonna flip it. You can look at that crust right there. That's what we wanna see. You see that? That's that flavor, folks. Okay, right here, I'm gonna go ahead and kick back and let you guys look at the little knife work and give you a little bit of that eye candy. Okay, so we got crust on the bottom side. Now what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and break it all up. Well, we don't want to see any pink. Now I'm gonna turn this down to a medium, which is about 275 degrees. You just want to break this up and get it nice and small. So as you can see, I got it all chopped down. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm big on having the right tool for the job, right? I like these wooden spoons, and see how it's square? Makes it super easy for me to get right down that. And you know what, when you breaking up ground beef or turkey or whatever you're doing, turkey, sausage, whatever, look, it helps you. This right here just makes your job much, much easier. Okay, now that we got, everything, all of our veggies, look, they chopped the way I like them or diced. Some of these are fine, some are like regular dice size. Now what I want to do is, look, I got my skillet, it's back up to temp, right? I just want to show you this right here. When your skillet is seasoned right, you don't get none of that stickage, right? But if you use ground beef, maybe that had stuck down on the bottom. So what you want to do is you want to take your W sauce, right? You're going to add this, right? and we're gonna use this to deglaze it. But for me, I don't have that issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn this down to like a medium heat. You know, look, and you see, I had nothing stick on the bottom. But anything that stick on the bottom right there, that's your flavor. You just wanna make sure you get it all. Also, I wanna cover this. If you went ahead and used ground beef, you might, it depends on the percentage of fat, you might have a lot of fat in here. What you wanna do is drain some of that fat and leave yourself about 3 tablespoons of fat in the bottom, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead and start adding my veggies. No particular order, right? Onions and the green bell peppers. Now you just wanna go ahead and get everything coated with all of the goodness, all of the oil and everything that's in here. You know what I mean? We wanna get that to marinate and to soften and saute some of these onions down, some of these veggies down. Now we're gonna give this a little bit of a head start before I go ahead and add that garlic, right? Because you know garlic can be a little tricky. But check it out. I get to use my press, right? So go ahead, if you got a press, whatever it is, you know what I mean? I just suggest everybody get one of these, because look, it make your life a whole lot easier. Check this out, y'all. You just squeeze it, and guess what, folks? We got minced garlic. Now, we got it. We're just gonna go ahead and give it a good stir, right? Look, the steam from the, you know, from the pan, the veggies are starting to release its goodness, right? And it's starting to soften up. What we want to do is, and again, look, I don't know if I said it already, but I'm under a medium heat. You know what I mean? I might turn it up a little bit. Remember, medium, 275 degrees. I'm gonna go ahead and raise it up just a little bit to 300 degrees, right? Because we want to cook some of these veggies down just a little bit more, and we don't want to burn that the garlic, right? All I can tell you is, if you had this going on in your kitchen right now, everybody that comes in to your home would just say, oh my goodness, what is that you cooking right there? So look, like I said in the beginning, I made one of these before, made a video, and I put shrimp in it, and everybody was like, man, that's more like a jambalaya. But check it out. You guys can put whatever you want to put in here. It doesn't really matter. It's your dirty rice. You know what I mean? But this right here is just like fire. And for those that never ever had it, this is a great start. Where's the Creole seasoning? Oh, when do we put that in? Oh, with the rice. Got it. It makes sense. Now, you want to go ahead and get yourself a couple of pinches, right? And then check it out. We got to go with that salt. That pepper, right? Now for me, you guys know, you've been following this channel, you know I like to use a lot of pepper. Now, look, my veggies are starting to soften up. I can touch them and feel them the way they feel, you know, with using my wooden spoon. And you know what, even if you don't do that, you can look at them. See how it loses some of the red and the green is starting to, you know, fade away. And the onion, look, everything, when they start to soften up, they start becoming translucent and they lose a lot of that color. This right here tells me it's right. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna introduce my long grain rice, right? So we just add that. And what we wanna do is, we wanna brown this for about 2 minutes. Now, after I get this stirred up, right? I'm gonna go ahead and just set a timer. Hey, you know what? It doesn't, I like mine to be a certain color, so I'm gonna go ahead and just brown it for about, I'm gonna say 3 minutes. Okay, so we got the rice in the skillet. We browning that up, right? Oh, and I should have said this too. I went ahead and raised my fire back up to a medium high because we want to put a little bit of color on that rice, right? So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna measure this out. This is a 4-cup Pyrex cup, right? Measuring cup. So, and actually this right here holds, I think this carton holds 6. So what I'm gonna do is I just wanna get 4. We're gonna come back and make 1. Okay, so my timer just went off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add, now we got 5 cups. Now I'm gonna go ahead and give it a stir. And then what we wanna do is bring this back to a boil. Then we're gonna lower the temperature down to get us a simmer. And then we're gonna set a timer for about 25 minutes. And we're gonna look and see how that is. Now remember, I had a top. Once I get everything up and I set it down to a simmer, I'm gonna go ahead and put that top on there. Now, this is when you introduce, you know, your Creole kick or your Cajun seasoning. If you've been following me for a minute, you know I'm gonna use that Creole kick at all times. Then you wanna go ahead and add your bay leaf, give it a stir, then you wanna go ahead and cook it till all your liquid is gone. Okay, timer went off. Let's take a look at it. Ah, yeah. That's one of the telltale signs. You see all the liquid's gone, now you just wanna take it. Look, notice what I'm doing. I'm taking it, square edge wooden spoon, right? Take it, hit the bottom, and I wanna push it through. When I put it right there, nothing is stopping it on the bottom. Right, it's just getting a little thick. This right here, folks, is dirty rice. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and just give it a stir. Let me take this heat off. right? Oh yeah. I just want to stir it, let some of the steam, you know, get out. We don't want it to be mushy, right? So we're gonna leave it like this. You guys tell me, hey, all that boxed dirty rice and all of that, you can make this, you know, really, really fast. Tell me what you think down in the comment section below. I'm gonna let it steam. I'm gonna give it about 5 minutes. We finna put some of this on a plate or a bowl, I don't know yet, and we finna eat this, folks. Okay, now, what I almost forgot to do was add my little green, you know, my little parsley, because you know what, we gotta have some color, right? Now watch how this is. And it does something a little bit better too. Check it out. When you go ahead and mix it all together, you know what I mean? It's just the way it changes the texture. The green is like deep up in there. You know, we just do it like that. Super easy. Check out this presentation. And as I'm moving it, I'm looking, there's no rice. And guess what, folks? I forgot all about my little friends right here. Okay, so now, this is for the best part. You know what I mean? I'll just go ahead and just get me some, put some on this plate right here. That'll be enough for now. Let me get myself a fork and check it out, folks. It's going down. Look at that right there. Dirty rice. Man, the right amount of heat. And then when it's hot like this, I'm talking about like the warmth from being, you know, being freshly cooked, you know, the heat from the fire, all of that. Listen, just feels so good going down. There's something about that, like the Italian sausage, the spice from that, and that Creole kick. Hey, I don't want to say nothing. This is one of them things where I'm not trying to sell it. You gotta make this. You guys out there making these other dishes that I'm out here showing you guys, make this, and then please come on back and hit me in that comment section below and tell me what you think about this one here. When I say fire, that's what I mean. Fire. Whoo! Man, it's got the right amount of kick to it too. So listen, if you're new to my channel, let me just take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell everybody out there, right? There's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. Now, if I ain't took the mystery out of cooking with this dish right here, I guess I don't know how to do it. Hey, with that being said, you guys, hey, thanks, and I'm out of here. Peace.